Hi everybody, it's Luke Smith here, sales manager in the US, and I'm at the Waves audio booth, DiGiGrid booth, and we're here at AES 2015 with media integration. So we're very happy to have them on the booth as usual, and we're going to show them all of our new products. And the first one we're actually looking at is a combination of hardware and software to make a fully functional digital mixing console. So it's called the LV1, and is a 64-channel software mixer here that you can use right on a Mac or a PC. And so we're actually using a souped-up power PC here that is actually operating all three of these Dell touchscreens, so that if I wanted to control with both hands, for instance, 4 faders at the same time, with the Dell touchscreen and running Windows, I'm able to do that. Now, we also have the ability to add any Waves plugin that you want, right, straight from our focus channel page here, right? So for instance, there's my Helios channel. So every single, all of the 64 channels that you have available on the desk also have up to 8 plugin slots. Now, in addition to the 8 plugin slots that you have, we've also created a new dynamics tool that we're calling the Emotion D5. And it has a gate, right, a leveler limiter, a leveler, and then a de-esser, and then a limiter, and then a full compressor. And all of these 5 dynamics tools are running in parallel. So you can bypass one, turn one on, turn one off, and the signal chain is not like this. Everything is in parallel. Okay? Now, you also have the ability to aux this here, right? And I can even, if I want to, flip my auxes to the faders. So that if I wanted to create a monitor mix really fast and use the physical faders to do it, as opposed to these tiny little sliders, I can flip the faders very easily and get that to happen. Right? So basically you have in here a patch bay that you're able to route different DAWs that might be on the same network in and out of LV1 for virtual sound check, and then you can start to add our DiGiGrid audio interfaces. So if we take a look here at what I have as far as physical inputs and outputs, I'm using a DiGiGrid IOC. And I'm also using a Waves SoundGrid Extreme server, which has our Intel i7 DSP engine as the DSP for both LV1 and then all the plugins you might load into LV1. And we also have the ability to do redundant DSP engines for those high-profile mix gigs you might be on when you're using LV1. So if there was any problem with this server, our LV1 software would automatically detect that, switch to the backup engine, the backup DSP server, without any interruption in your audio. Now, if we finish off the concept here, we also have an IOX in this station in that rack over there. We're using that as the stage box. So today, with all of our presentations for artists like Tony Maserati and Chris Lord-Alge and Greg Wells, who's doing a new plugin suite for us, we're able to actually use our IOX and one Ethernet cable to this station as a stage box. All right? So that's LV1. One more thing I'll show you on this station is, there we go, multi-rack. So we've been talking for a very long time about getting other third-party plugin companies to port over to our SoundGrid DSP format. And luckily we are very close to having a few different companies come out next year, but the newest announcement for third-party companies working on SoundGrid is Flux. So here you see the Flux Pure De-Expander actually working inside of multi-rack. And they're going to port over their entire plugin suite, which I believe at this point is over 15 plugins in all. So you'll be able to use not just Waves plugins and multi-rack and studio rack in the near future, you'll also be able to use Flux plugins. So we're very happy to have them as a SoundGrid plugin partner. Okay, Now I'll take you over to this machine and we can see the new Greg Wells plugin. All right.